24, it's a Saturday Breakfast with Rod Whiting on BBC Radio Lincolnshire. Now, do you have a talented young musician in your family? I only ask because the organisers of this year's Lincolnshire Young Musician of the Year Awards are keen to hear from potential candidates ahead of the big event on November the 10th. It's organised by Malcolm Fletcher and his companions from Louth Male Voice Choir, who's kindly travelled into the studio for us this morning. How were the Wolds this morning?
It was super. Very little traffic today, Rod. Thank you. So
yeah, it's the nice thing about traffic. That's why I'm an early person. I like the peace and quiet before the chaos begins. Because I know that the Louth Male Voice Choir is well known across the county. You do an awful lot around the county, but this is quite a task to take on, to try and find the young musician from the whole county.
We've been doing it for a while now, Rod. It started in 1989, and it's been going on.
I've been doing it a while.
Every November since, really. And this year, on the 10th of November, we hope to start something perhaps a little bit bigger than we've ever done before.
Do you know, whenever I see, I think there's like a Lincolnshire Youth Orchestra, they came and played. I was at an event where they came and played, and I was blown away by the talent.
Yeah. We're the same every year, with the when we hold the finals event on the evening. Some of the talent there is just overwhelming, really. It's terrific. This year we're trying something different though, and we just wondered if I can promote it a little bit.
Of course.
We're going
the stage is yours.
Technology really, and we're trying to get youngsters to submit an audition. Not really a tape, but 2 minutes of telephone audition, which may make life a little bit more simpler for the youngsters, rather than travelling across the county to do an audition in Louth during the morning or the afternoon of the event.
Could they not, if you're going to use the technology, could you not use MP3 files or MP4 files?
Yeah, I'm sure the youngsters will know exactly how to do it.
So they will just send that.
They will send it through to
your organisers,
our RT man. They will put together a little
compilation for you all to look at. Yeah.
For our judge Graham Burrell to have a look.
I'll tell you what. Let's have let me just give you a little soupçon of last year's event. This was euphonium player. Now, euphonium, I don't think is a particularly easy instrument to play well. There's a lot of people play it, but
it was the first euphonium player we've ever had in the competition, and she's entered 2 years. She came second in 16 and won it last year.
Yeah, because you've got 3 categories. You got
that's right. 3 age groups: 11s, under 14s, and under 18s.
Right. So she won the senior.
Yeah, she was 16 at the time.
Yeah.
Kira Roberts, and she's a particularly talented young lady.
Right. Well, this is not the best recording, but it's what I've managed to lift off of what I've found. Let's have a quick listen.
Yeah.
Lovely. So that was the winning entry from last year, certainly in the seniors category, Kira Roberts. So, is it any instrument?
That's right, including the voice. We get several youngsters who audition with their singing talents. Last year we had in the intermediates, Theo Sargent won the event, and he sang songs from the shows with great empathy and great style, really. And then a super cellist was the under 11 winner, Ewan Bradish, and so we had a talented group last year.
Now tell me about the event you've got on the 10th of November then. What happens there?
So once all the auditions have been completed, our musical director will select 3 from each age group and invite them to the Methodist Church on Saturday night, the 10th of November, and that will be the finals evening.
Excellent. Well, listen, so what's the cut-off date for you to receive entries?
We'd really like entries in by the 26th of October.
And in terms of where to send stuff, who to contact, what should we say?
All of this is on the web page, which is louthmvc.org.uk.
That's MVC, as in Male Voice Choir.
That's right. Excuse me. And if they could send it through there, and also on the web page there is the official written entry forms which you'd like them to complete as well.
Excellent.
Just so we know exactly what the details of each entrant.
Malcolm, thank you very much indeed.
Pleasure.
Malcolm Kerridge, get the name right. Malcolm Kerridge from Louth Male Voice Choir. You wanted
At the
to
time, just to mention that we have 3 concerts coming up in September and October.
very briefly.
Swineshead, Bournemouth and Bicker. And on the 16th we've got the Children in Need concert in St James's Church involving primary school children from Louth.
Malcolm, thank you. All the very best with the Young Musician of the Year
Many thanks.
for
Thank you.
2018. Malcolm Kerridge.